Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Sunday, May 12th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Look at that, right on the mark. And I am live. It is week 20 of 2024. And in my neck of the woods, it is currently 68 degrees with a high of 75 and a low of 47. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, pretty pictures. And most importantly, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. We are called the emotional refuge, where people can come in and relax and let their hair down, even if you don't color. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who watch this broadcast when I download it to my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right. So we've got 2 images. Give me a second here while I launch my other monitor. All right, there we go. Whoops, hold on. There we go. Oh, we'll get there in a minute. Okay. Let's see who was first coming in. Oh, looks like it was Emily. And then Mamie and then Amy. Hello, Kitty. Mamie. Hi, Sandra. Oh, Sandra, you were the first one to push the like button. Woohoo! Hello, Linda. The 3 amigos. Uno, dos, tres. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Wally. Hey, Sandra, it helps me if you put a capital L on my name. I can see my name. I catch it a little better. So capital I, capital L. If you think of it, that would be great. Okay, we've got 2 images. That's my normal. The one is a duet, which means it's from one of my books, and I give it away for free for you guys to color with me. So it's a one-on-one learning tool. Oh, you've got the L, so capital I, capital L. Michelle wants to know how I'm doing. Michelle, I'm doing great. Thank you. So this is from Picture Mandala's Jubilee. These images are specifically created by me. So that'll be my first one. And then the second image that I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Is from Christine Karen. Realistic Portraits. I'm doing this at the request of one of my peeps. She said it reminded her of her sister. So I put in the hazel eyes upon request, and tonight I'll be working on the hair. All right. So let me get my image out, my paper towel, and my swatch sheet. Hello, Thomas. Yeah, Sandra Dorothy's here. If you guys would say hi to Dorothy, that would be wonderful. Hi, Dorothy. Emily, the first duet piece on Facebook, what do you mean? That would be a long time ago. All right, so I created this image by hand. Making a mandala out of it. Now, unfortunately, I don't have edge-to-edge printing, so my rows got cut off. So I'm going to take a second. Okay, Emily, it's in the group, and you got to do a search on breaking news. Now, if you ever run into this situation, could somebody help Emily get that picture? Oh, you found it. Okay, never mind. Okay, so I'm doing a real quick fix on this since I, again, don't have edge-to-edge printing. Let me go ahead and fix my other one. Now, guys, if you ever run into this situation, don't hesitate to fix it yourself. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Patricia. All right. How many of you have edge-to-edge printing? Now, let me go ahead and grab something here. Linda, you've got edge to edge? Good. So I want you, oh Kitty, you found the page in the book, so you'll be coloring. Okay, good. So I'm going to get out my chalks. If you don't have your chalks, use your Faber-Castell. Pick one or the other to use, both are fine. And that didn't make sense. If you don't have chalks, use your eyeshadow. That's what I meant to say. So I'm going to start out with a very light pink. And I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and scrape that onto my image. Kitty, I'm so glad you're coloring with us tonight. Sandra, you got your set of Color chalk pastel pencils. Oh, there you go. Okay, sponge tip applicator. So I'm going to swirl in that color. Oh, Kitty, that's wonderful. And I want you to notice that I'm letting the chalks go over the edge a little bit of the flower. Kitty, you can use pencil to do this. Okay, then my next flower, same thing. Kitty, I'm not sure that the sidewalk chalks would give you the colors that you want. You can experiment and try. Okay. And then we're going to go to our bottom rows. Now, if you had to use pencil to finish drawing up the rows, be careful when you blend the chalk on top of it. You don't want to smear that pencil. All right, let me brush that excess off. Now, I want you to notice that when I'm putting this on here, I'm leaving a little bit of the white there. In other words, I'm not grinding in the color. All right, and let's do our final rows here. Oh, hi, Cara Marinas. Okay. Let me pull out so you can see how this puppy is starting to look. All right, then I'm going to come in with a little bit of orange. And I'm just going to add spots of it on the rose. So I'm still using my chalks here. Pink and orange go together beautifully. You get a nice little salmon color. Okay. Second row, same thing. Again, don't get carried away with your orange. A little bit of orange goes a long way. Flower number 3. And then flower number 4. Now again, it doesn't take a lot of orange. Now, if you put your orange on and you decide that you've got too much, just brush off the excess. Don't even bother smudging it in. See, I've got the excess here. I'm just going to brush that off. Okay, let me put my chalks away so I don't dump them. And just as a suggestion, go ahead and use your rubber band around the outside, just as another safety thing. Okay. And paper towel. I need to get a fresh one here. All right. Now I'm going to come in with a pink pencil. I will swatch it for you in a moment. Let's see. And if you have the brand of pencil, it's a Zenicolor 2 Zenicolor 2 Carmine. And let me show you the color. It's also an orangey pink. Very pretty color. Now, what I'm suggesting to you guys is, if you aren't finished with putting your colors on all 4 of your roses, just go back to the first one that you did and color that with me, and then you'll have it as a pattern for the rest of your roses. So, I'm going to come in here with my pencil, and I'm going to start to shadow underneath the petals. So that we start to see that dimension. So Amy, yes. And I'm going to emphasize that line. I'm coloring right over the line with the pencil to soften that black color. Now, don't forget, when you lift your pencil to move around, turn it. And notice how on the edges here, where it goes in, I'm darkening there. So I'm darkening that line and then blending out. So what you should be noticing now on your piece is we have this orange and pink base, right? And then I'm detailing now with my orangey pink pencil. So the technique that I'm showing you is you create your base color, and instead of just using one color, I use two, the pink and the orange. Everybody pick up on that. So on some parts of the petal I have pink as the base. Other parts I have orange as the base. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let me sharpen. And then of course we'll blend that out. Okay, Sandra, thank you. Okay, now when we get to the center of the flower, I'm using my pencil on the lines. And then I'm very lightly going to color over that center. I'm just going to tint that pink in it. Don't press hard because we've got orange in there and we want that orange to show up. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's work our edge here. We'll come in just a little bit closer. And actually, I'm just going to change one thing that I did as soon as I find my eraser. I don't want that dark line on the outside. I actually just want the light color. See how it's lighter and lighter going out to the edge? All right, let's work this bottom here. Okay, Sandra, thank you. Again, our edge line is darker. And then we bring that pink out lighter and lighter. Let's look at the full effect and then I'll go back to my detailing. What do you think? All right, let me get this little inside area here. I think that's pretty darn pretty. Pretty darn pretty. Okay, our dark line here next to the overlap. And then we get lighter and lighter as we go out. Now, look at the difference on this rose between all of this and this area that we haven't done yet. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Now look at the difference between this flower and these ones that I haven't done yet. Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Kathy. That's right. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. So the technique that I'm showing you here, oh, hold on guys. The technique that I'm showing you here is putting a base color down in 2 different colors and then going through and shading and shadowing. That's what I want you to pick up on. And then I'm going to take my electric eraser and I'm going to erase in a little bit of white. And that white is in a speckle pattern. Isn't that beautiful? Now, don't over erase. And then I'm going to take my finger and lightly finger blend over this. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'm going to go into the center with my pink. I'm actually going to come in with a slightly darker pink. Let me swatch that for you. Happens to be a Color 337 if you've got that pencil. Check it out. And this is the first pink that I was using. Okay, darker pink. Darker center. And notice that I'm coloring in some of the petal areas. Not all, but some of it. Finger blend. There you go. So Mamie, you said that you went out to see the northern lights, but it was cloudy? Oh, Mamie, I'm sorry that happened. Oh, let's see here. All right. I want you to look for an olive green now. And we're going to go ahead and do these rose petals. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm coming in with it's actually a Prisma and it's called Artichoke. And I'm going to put that in as my base color. Oh, Mamie, you'll see the International Space Station tonight for 7 minutes. Oh, okay, so you'll leave for a bit around 10. All right. Hopefully your weather's clear for you to do that. And I take it maybe you've done this before. Oh, yes, many times. Oh, nice. How cool is that? Okay, Thomas, enjoy your dinner. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with a Payne's Gray, very, very lightly, Butterfly Kiss. And we're going to shade that leaf. And I'm going to come in just a little bit darker right next to the petal and blend it out. So that we have a shadow there. Okay, next leaf. Same thing. I'm going to concentrate my shading on one side. Check it out. And then I'm going to shadow right next to that petal. How cool is that? Okay. Next leaf. So maybe it is what? It's a bright white light flying over. You're talking about the International Space Station. So maybe in the sky, what does the size of it look like? About the size of a dime, or how, or a pinpoint, or how does it look? Okay, I'm going to come out on the veins a little bit. Check it out. Finger blend. So Kathy says, I would love to. Unfortunately, the alarm is set. The last thing I want to do is freak out your mom. Kathy, take your mom out with you. Or ask her to turn off the alarm for the event. I would think that she would understand. Maybe, does it look like a teeny tiny dot, or does it look like more of, or does it look like a bigger dot? Okay, check out the darker shading near the petal. I take it you don't know the alarm code? Now, check out how I'm doing these leaves just a little bit different. It's like seeing a plane fly over, just no flashing lights. Gotcha. Oh boy, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh, thank you. And then you know I'm going to have to use a tissue, and then I'll say sorry. Oh, guys, look how beautiful these leaves look. So basically you're using a light and a dark olive. And actually I misspoke and I'm off camera. I'm using my olive in Payne's Gray, but the Payne's Gray is looking like the olive. Check it out. How pretty is that? Oh. Okay, guys, tissue. Excuse me. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that looks awfully pretty. And then we can play with the edges of that puppy. And erase out a little bit to add a little bit of white or lighter color. Now, again, you want to be subtle with this. So notice on some of these, I'm just erasing out at the tip. What time does the International Space Station fly over Florida?
I found this on the web.
Excuse me. Okay. And then I'm going to blend again with my finger just to give that white area a little bit of a coating. Nothing spectacular there. It's just very subtle. Oh, excuse me. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday to one and all. Okay, let's play with our second rose here. So I'm going to come in with my lighter pink, and we're going to define again these edges. Who's coloring this with me tonight? Well, Amy, the neat thing here is that because it's a repetitive image, you can still see all the techniques even if you're just working on the one flower. Notice how I'm bringing some of that pink out? Kitty, Stephanie, Sandra, Julie. We'll do this tomorrow and procreate, right? Okay, see how I'm bringing down this pink just to give us a variance in that flower. I'll tell you what, Julie is really sharp with that procreate. And again, I'm going ahead and, oh, Julie, thank you. You've really upped your game on it. Maggie? Oh, you feel like you're getting stuck picking the same colors. My goal is to get more creative in your color choices. Julie, go to Google and look for inspiration when you're doing something. For example, Julie, I would do a Google search on the term how to color a rose differently. Hello, my Linda. Thank you, my Linda. Don't forget that thumbs up, guys. It's the only thing I ask from you. Okay, now, I want you to notice that I'm coloring this rose a little bit differently than my first one when it comes to where I'm putting the colors. See how I'm bringing this pinky orange out into the center of this whole petal? The last thing you want is to get stuck in a rut. Okay, Maggie, what I started to say, I don't think I completed the thought, is when I first started these roses, I took the Faber-Castell chalks and I used the light pink over the whole rose, and then I came in with an orange and spot colored with the orange and blended them both in. But I didn't blend them in to the point of covering the whole rose. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my darker pink. Maggie, what I suggest that you do is watch enough of the video to see how I did it. Okay, then I'm coming in with my darker pink for the center. And notice how I'm expanding that out as well. Oh, that's funny, Stephanie. It's a gift. Stephanie says she's got to catch a frog that her cat just brought in. Finger blend. All right, let's pull out. What do you think, guys? Now, you can always come back and tweak in some more orange if you want. So now I'm just finessing the piece. Yeah, Maggie, like I said, be sure you watch the complete technique. Orange and pink chalks for my base colors, not completely filling anything in. Oh, that's pretty. And then I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase in some speckles. Guys, you know how sometimes I'll color something with a base color all the way through? Well, this time the base color is the orange and the pink, and it was done in chalk. Oh, Amy, your first time ever finger blending. Hey, as long as your fingers are clean, no reason why you can't. The pressure and the heat from your finger work beautifully. Check it out. Okay, let's do these leaves. Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. All right. So I'm using my olive color. And notice I'm making the olive a little bit darker towards the petal. So Stephanie, you said peace roses are pink, orange, and sometimes bits of yellow. Cool. Stephanie, did you rescue the frog and is it still alive? And did you praise your cat for the gift. Hold on. Okay. And then we come in with what? The Payne's Gray. Sandra, good night. Did you have fun? Okay, and I'm going to finger blend that too. Now, notice with my Payne's Gray, I'm coming down in a couple of spots on these lines. I got a little bit of green where I don't want it, or gray where I don't want it. Guys, please post your WIPs. So the book is Picture Mandalas Jubilee. Please go into the group and post however far you got on this. All right. Check it out. Hold on, got to adjust something. Hello, Dana. Thumbs up number 20. Cool. Dana, Dana, Dana. Okay, now, I want you to notice here, I'm going to take my darker pink pencil and I'm very lightly going to shade over these petals up and to the right. So we're just going to have a slightly different look. The main thing is you don't want all 4 of your roses to be copycats of each other. Yes, it's out front. Oh, Stephanie, don't fuss at her. We reward her. Kiss her. Tell her thank you for the gift. She's bringing it back to you. Maggie, take a look at this rose. See how I've got the pink and the orange chalk on it. All right. Time to switch over our projects, guys. Now, if you don't have this image, you can be coloring your roses while we're doing this. Okay. Now, the hair on this young lady needs to be basically a redhead. And this is the look that I'm going to be going after. So we're going to have browns, reds, and touches of orange on this. We want an auburn color. Actually more auburn than redhead. And I think what I'm going to do, give me a second here, is I'm going to go ahead and print this. And that way you guys can see where I'm going with this. All right, give me a second here. So Maggie says, growing up, we had a cat that would bring us gifts all the time, birds, frogs, mice. Never killed them, but would play with them and leave them at your back door. Cool. Okay, my printer's printing the piece now. So guys, tell me how your day is going. Win, lose, or draw. Thank you, Amy. I'm glad. Guys, post your WIPs, please. Okay, everybody, explain everything. Dana, total win. Kathy, win. Ooh. Melinda, win. Wow. Julie, win. Mamie, draw. Okay. Kitty says win. Patricia, win, because I get to follow you on a page. Excellent. Okay, so I printed this puppy out. Very productive win with the end. We got the rest of our vegetables planted and began the huge job of weeding and mulching. Stephanie says win, set up coloring area around my chair to make it easier to work and see you. Good. My day, I'm going to say a draw. I had a good day. Linda says Win had a nice Mother's Day with family. Julie says my 4 kids and 9 grandkids here were for dinner. Cool. Okay. Isn't that beautiful hair? Cashew chicken. Mamie says change that to Win. My husband got me cashew chicken for Mother's Day from your favorite Chinese restaurant in our town. Love cashew chicken. Okay, let's start this out. So I'm going to come in with a gold first. This is my color. This is my teeny tiny pencil that I'm coloring with. This is where I get very religious, hoping that my pencil will hold out. Pray for me, guys. Let's see. Color 083 and 011. Got it. Stephanie, I wasn't sure what you were referring to. But yeah. That's right. This is an impressive wee bit. Use those pencils to the last drop. You better believe it. Okay, now we're starting with this goldish auburn reddish hair. And I'm doing this very, very lightly. Miss Julie, good night. Good night, Julie. Good night, Julie. Good night, Julie. We'll see you tomorrow night. Julie, please don't forget the thumbs up and please share on your timeline. Great. Now we're all going to be hungry for cashews and chicken. Now, the reason that I'm tinting this whole piece with my gold is because, you know, rather than doing the light and dark and blending it that way, is because I want a more uniform color for this. But again, I'm doing it very lightly. And then I will go back to following my grayscale. So, in other words, I'm using this gold to create this auburn look. And sometimes you'll run into that you're using a couple of pencils to create that color that you want. And in order to pull that off, you need to look at your piece and visually break it down into components as to what colors are in there. So we've got a gold, a brownish, and a brownish red. Hopefully what I'm telling you is making sense to you. Now, again, I want you to notice that I'm following the way the hair lays when I color this. Rather than just coloring back and forth. All right. So tell me, when you guys are working on something like this, how many of you go out to Google, look for the color that you want, and then print that page? You don't understand why you would go to Google, my Linda? For coloring ideas. For example, if you decide that you want to do an auburn hair color, I would go to Google and have Google show me pictures of women with long auburn hair or auburn hair. If I were coloring roses, I would go to Google and look for ideas on rose colors. Google is a fantastic source for pictures. Does that answer make sense? Let's see. Melinda says, like, if I take a picture of a car and want the make and model, I image search. There you go. Do it for your coloring as well. Okay, let me carefully sharpen. Oh man, I am really down. Look at that. Now, sometimes when you're sharpening, okay, Mamie, sometimes when you're sharpening, you need to take an X-Acto knife and sharpen away that outside of that pencil. So see, I'm down to my last nubby here, and it's sharpening a little callywomp, so I'm going to go ahead and use my X-Acto knife and finish that off. Welcome back, Thomas. Now, this is going to be where it's really critical to keep turning your pencil, for me anyway, because I've got such a little stump here. By the way, did you guys see the posting in the group I did for the Fasta Pasta? I absolutely love that cooker. And it's not just for pasta. You can cook rice in it. It cooks rice beautifully. Oh, Dana, you don't have a microwave, really? Why is that? Miss Kathy, good night. Oh my gosh, I love my microwave. Hello, Mr. Crackaway. Mr. Crackaway, what's amazing? Hello, Luba. Luba dooba doo. So glad to see you. Luba dooba doo. So glad to greet you. Luba dooba doo. Okay, let me pull out. That's right, Luba. It's been a long time since you've heard me. Okay, pencil, stick with me just a little bit more. Do I think I'll get another sharpening out of that? Entirely possible. I'm using my X-Acto knife at the moment. Let me do this as soon as I finish my base color here with this pencil. I'll go ahead and see if I can get another sharpening out of it. All right. Here's the start of my auburn hair transformation. So let's see if I can get another sharpening out of this. Nope. Oh, maybe. Oh, nope. The point broke. You are seeing the death of a pencil. Hey, I'll tell you what. When I can use my pencil down to the last little nubby here, I don't know, maybe I should hold on to it with my fingers and color. All right, burial at sea. Hey, pencils are expensive, you know? Okay. Blending stump. Sanding block. Let me clean that off. Okay, kitty, thank you. Now, this is the hair color that I'm going after. So the next color after I blend this that I'm going to come in with is a nice brown. So I'm going to take my blending stump and this is where I'm going to smooth out my hair. Now remember to turn it, because once you get that filled with your pencil on one side, it doesn't blend properly anymore. Okay. Blending stump, S-T-U-M-P. And then I'm wiping off the tip of my stump, brushing off my page. Yes, blending stump, Melinda, you're welcome. Boy, I'll tell you what, that fills up pretty fast, doesn't it? Notice how that sandpaper cleans it off beautifully. All right, let's keep going with this puppy. Haha, very good, Stephanie. A blending stump is a stronger version. It's used for blending, and it's a stronger version of, or a step up from using your finger. But it's not as harsh as using a blending pencil. Okay. No, it's not taking color off. It is blending it together. It's a softer version of a blending pencil. It's getting rid of our little white specklies. It's pushing the pigment of the pencil into the paper. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. Make sure you understand. If you don't, we'll talk about it some more. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with a reddish orange. Another one of my shorter pencils, but we'll make it work. This is the color. Isn't that pretty? I would say, and I misspoke, instead of being a reddish orange, it's a brownish orange. Sorry about that. My mouth and mind are obviously not connected. Okay, kitty. Thank you. So I'm going to start working on the hair that's coming down over her eyes. Don't forget to turn your pencil. And don't forget to leave areas open on your hair where you want that yellow to come through as a highlight color. So notice how I'm coming down on the underside of this longer piece of hair, and the top still has the highlight on it. Yellow and brown work beautifully together. Thank you, Mamie. Okay. Notice the area that I'm leaving open here. For my yellow highlight. Don't forget to turn your pencil. And what I want you to notice now is as I'm putting in this brownish orange, the yellow is affecting it and giving us a really beautiful light tint. All right, let's go back up. Let me do a side by side so you can see this. Check it out. Now, how do you know to do something like this? The way you know is that you learn it from somebody like me. And then this is just something that you use in future colorings. Now, I want you to notice that I'm making it a point to not completely color my yellow. There you go, Dana. Well, maybe, and that just takes experience. Coloring is not a talent, it's a skill. And with that skill, you start to learn what colors go together and what you want to use. Now, remember when I told you that when you start to color, you start noticing colors more? That's where a lot of this comes up, because I can look at that picture that I'm modeling off of, and I can pretty much see what colors I want to put on the page. It's all about seeing colors in something. And when I looked at that picture, I saw golds, browns, and this brownish orange. If you look at pictures of redheads, you can see orange in it. Not all redheads, of course. You just have to look at it and start discerning your colors. And again, notice that I'm making it a point to not completely cover up my yellow. And this is why I tell you, don't pile drive your pencils into the paper. Stephanie, that's right. You also start looking at everything and want to figure out how you paint or color it. All right, let's move down here. I'm turning my pencil. When I do that little lift, you want to keep your pencil out of your sharpener. Okay, Luba, thanks for stopping by. So, Luba, what's the deal? Were you just checking out what I was doing? Stephanie, go ahead and explain that. Okay, let me pull out. Let me show you the side by side. Here, I'm going to fold this page. Oh, Luba, I'm just pulling your chain. All right. So let's go ahead and look at our colors. Now, based on what you're seeing, what's my next color that I'm going to work into this picture? Give my Linda a cigar. That's right, we're going to work in our brown. Guys, when you look at a picture, look at the different components of the coloring. That's right, Stephanie, and I wanted you to say that. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet are the 7 basic colors. Or if you want to remember, just remember the name Roy, R-O-Y-G, Biv, B-I-V. There you go, Dana. Thank you. Well, thank you, Thomas. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's get right down to the bottom here. Okay, let me pull out. Check it out. Okay, paper towel with nubbies. Guys, let me show you the color wheel that I have. I really like it. Okay, we want to blend. Thomas, just a reminder that you're not going to be in the live stream this Friday. Your cousins are taking you to an amusement park. Oh, for an event called Night at the Stars for Disabled People. Oh, Thomas, that's fantastic. And look how beautifully that's coming up. Guys, I'll be posting the color wheel that I use in the group. Here, let me take a second to show you the one that I use. It's called a Pick, Point, and Match Rainbow. And what it does is it shows all the harmonious color selections that you can make. Now, let me show you how this works. Let me zoom in. What you do is you take your color wheel and you match the color that you have on the page. Don't know if Walmart has them. Now, the closest color that I'm finding here is this one. And it's got a little number 4 on it. You can just barely see it at the bottom there. So here's the color that I'm selecting. And then you follow the arrow to the color that are complements to it. So in this case, we follow it across and we look for a number 4 in the turquoise area. And there's a number 4 in the green. See how that works? It's pretty nifty. Let me go ahead and do the turquoise. Oh, excuse me, hit my camera. So I look for the color that's closest. I'm going to say it's this number 3. So I follow this arrow right here across, and I look for number 3, and it's this yellow. Also, the brown will work. And if I go in the other direction with number 3, I follow the arrow across and look at the number 3. This is the purple you would use. So for those of you that are looking for color wheels, this is a really good one. I will post the affiliate in the group. I don't know if Walmart carries these or not. All right. The next color I'm going to use is brown. All right. Oh, Stephanie, Amazon has it for $7.99. Okay, here's the brown that I'm going to use. And we'll go ahead and start integrating that color in. Guys, give me a second and I'll find that link for you. Oh, Dana, that's funny. Okay, guys, there's the affiliate link for that rainbow color selector. Okay, let's start working brown into this picture. Thank you, Dana. So now what I'm going to start doing is in the darker areas of this picture, I'm going to come in with my brown. Now, I'm going to change up my brown a little bit. I'm not happy with that one. Okay, here's a good brown. Let me swatch it for you. Now, if that brown disappears into your orange, which it does, then we'll go a slightly darker brown. And this is the browns that I've finally settled on. It's actually a Faber-Castell. It's either 169. Oh yeah, 169. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to start shading in that brown. Now, again, if you don't have the same color or the same pencil brand, don't worry about it. Match a similar color. Now, these areas where my yellow is, that's going to be my highlight area. So I will color around that. That's funny, Dana. So the area where I'm coloring now is basically over my orange. And I'm leaving that yellow intact. Dana, maybe I missed my calling. I should have been a hair colorist. Don't forget to turn your pencil. And I want you to notice now that these colors are blending together beautifully. So we've got our yellow, our orange, and our brown. Stephanie, no, I'm doing the roses all the same color. And there is a reason for that. Stephanie does hair color. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's go to our right near the scalp. Don't forget your paper towel underneath your hand. And again, notice how I'm skipping around my yellow. Guys, is it just me or did tonight fly again? Oh, this entire weekend flew. Guys, do me a favor when you post this link to your timeline. Use the words emotional refuge. Yeah, Dana, when you post a link to the YouTube channel here, just talk about it as a group that you belong to. And that I liken it to an emotional refuge for my peeps to come in and enjoy coloring and relax and have fun. Okay. Check out our side-by-side now. And I want you to notice that that orangey look is going to fade away because we're putting this brown on it. And I want to remove the word away. I'm just going to say fade. Check it out. And notice the long sweeps that I'm taking with my pencil. And I'm going to finger blend that. Check it out, guys. Okay, it's the witching hour. End of my broadcast. So we worked on 2 projects here. We worked on our portrait, and this is from Realistic Portraits, Grayscale Coloring, Christina Karen. And then the other piece I'm working on for you from Picture Mandala's Jubilee, which is my book, is I'm showing you guys how to do these roses. We used our pink and orange chalk, and then I'm coming in with pencil and highlighting in detail. Okay, guys, I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Oh, Kitty, that's great. Take your time. This is ILene Vick for Teaching About Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Guys, love on each other. That's what we're known for. Bye, my Linda. And I'm so proud that our group is known for that. We have 0 drama in this group. I won't allow it. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the evening. See you tomorrow night. Take care. Please don't forget that like button. And please don't forget to share this broadcast on your timeline, and you can describe it a little bit. Tell people I'm calling it an emotional refuge. Because that's what it is. People can come in, they can be safe, and no bothers from the outside world. All right, guys, take care. Love ya. Bye.